What kind of apps do you often use? Obviously, smartphones have become ubiquitous everywhere. Using apps on a daily basis is an inevitable part of life. So yeah, I am guilty of having much more apps than I know what to do with. Well, on a daily basis, I use social media the most. Things like Facebook or Instagram. I feel it quite convenient to be able to quickly scroll my feed to see what is taking place around me. But at the same time, well, receiving one notification after another can be eternally distracting. Do old people in your country use apps? Well, contract to the common belief that the old have no idea about technological developments. They are quite savvy when it comes to using apps. For example, my grandmom, she has a tons of applications on her iPad. Well, I think it's quite hysterical to watch her struggling sometimes recall her password though. What is an app that you would like to have in the future? Well, to be honest, I am clueless about programming, so yeah, I'm not sure what would be the next big thing when it comes to apps. But having said that, a trend that I'm seeing today is that every single real world experience, an app is like developed to support that experience. For example, university students have app to track their learning progress. Parents have app to track what is going on in their children's kindergarten, and doctors have app to track their patients' health condition. So I think it would not be far-fetched to think about an app that lets you control every aspect of our life, such as houses or like vehicle. What are some popular apps in the country? Well, Vietnamese are quite tech savvy bunch, and they have used a lot of apps on their phones. Well, but I think obviously social media are being used the most. Well, Vietnamese teenager, like pupil and Vietnamese teenager in particular, attach a lot of importance to look as pretty as possible on social media, so they use a great number of photo editing tools. Well, I think those who spend hours on end perfecting an image can be like delusional, to be honest. Next, do you like music? Of course, I am a huge fan of music. I mean, who doesn't? Well, I find music is a place where I find peace of my mind and escape from the hectic pace of urban life. I listen to music pretty much everywhere, at home, on my commutes, and of course in the shower. What kinds of music do you listen to? My taste is quite electric. I can listen many genres and I love all of them. Well, to be honest, pop is considered as my all-time favorites. And because they are catchy, because all the songs are catchy, and appeals most people. Recently, I have jumped on the EDM bandwagon. Electronic dance music. Actually, I didn't love it at first, but gradually it has been growing on me. I don't know. Can you play any musical instruments? Well, to be honest, I cannot. When I was a little girl, I always loved playing piano, but the money in my family was tight at that time, so I couldn't afford buying a piano. At the moment, I am a working mom who always up to ears in work. Hardly ever have I had free time for my own hobby. So in the future, in the not too distant future, when I have free time, I will definitely get the hang of piano. Have you ever been to a concert? Yeah, I have been to a couple. But the best concert I have been to, far and away, was definitely Sơn Tùng MTP concert. Well, in case you don't know who he is one of the most famous pop stars in Vietnam. He has got talent, he has got looks, and he has all the package. Every time when he has a concert, he spend a big bucks on that concert. So when I went to one of his, he put me on an unforgettable show. Next one, my favorite topic about food. I'm fall in love with food all the time. Meals and eating out. Which do you prefer, home cooked food or food in restaurants? Well, for the most part, I prefer home cooking. Well, because I that I am quite a health conscious person, so I always want to control what ingredients go into my food. So that may be the biggest reason why I love cook at home. I love cooking at home. By contrast, many restaurants use ingredients either have expired or are loaded with preservatives and other chemicals. Having said that, I eat out every once in a while. I think it would be a waste not to, because Hanoi is such an amazing food city. How many meals do you eat a day? Pretty standard, actually. Breakfast, breakfast, lunch, and dinner like other people. However, you know, in a short time before, I followed a diet which was, you know, instead of eating 3 big meals a day, I could eat 1 or 2 big meals in the course of the day. And I think it is a great way to lose weight and stay like lean. Okay, what's your favorite restaurant? Is tough to choose because, you know, I love going to the high-end restaurant as much as I love eating lowbrow casual food. But if I had to choose, it would be Phở Ba Đàn, which is an institution in Hanoi. There has been, you know, they have been around for a long time, and, you know, therefore is to die for. Every time I go without fail, you know, there will be lies out the door, which is a testament to the quality of their food. What is a dish that you dislike? I'm not necessarily like a picky eater. I am up for trying a lot of weird new things, but I cannot stand for bún đậu mắm tôm. You know, so basically it is rice noodles and shrimp sauce. You know that the noodle rice, like rice noodles, are fine, but the sauce, you know, just like the sauce, let's see, but the sauce has such disgusting smell, such a disgusting smell. Okay. The noodles are fine, but the sauce has such a disgusting smell. It kind of, you know, it's a tough choice because I love eating at the high-end restaurants as much as going to low phiên ngược lại chứ, yeah, Converse.